Over to the valley now. Around 300 schools along the international border in Jammu and Kashmir have been closed down by authorities due to continuous firing and shelling by Pakistan. Schools up to the range of 5 kilometers from the borders have been shut, and the education of more than 40,000 students has been affected.
2-3 दिन से काफ़ी टेंशन बनी हुई है। लगातार पाकिस्तान की तरफ से फायरिंग हो रही है और जिससे हमारे लोगों पे बहुत असर पड़ रहा है। लेकिन ये स्कूल सारे बंद नहीं हैं। जो 0 से 5 किलोमीटर दायरे के अंदर जो स्कूल पढ़ते हैं उन्हीं को बंद रखा गया है। ये तो स्वाभाविक है, जब इस किस्म के हालात बनेंगे तो किसी की जो जान खतरे में नहीं डाली जा सकती विद्यार्थियों की, तो इसलिए स्कूल बंद रखे गए। किसी ढंग से भरपाई कर ली जाएगी।
हम बहुत मुश्किल से भाग के आए हैं। बहुत उधर फायरिंग हो रही है। हमारे पेपर भी बड़ी मुश्किल से होएंगे और हम इधर कैंप पे बैठे हैं और हमें बहुत वो है। हमें इधर बहुत फायरिंग हो रही है हमारे इधर, और हमारे स्कूल बंद हो गया। हम कैंप में आ चुके हैं
जी। तो कितने गोली चल रही है बाहर पे?
बहुत। हमारे घर में भी बम पड़ चुके हैं। वहाँ पर बहुत गोले चल रहे हैं। हमारी पढ़ाई भी बंद हो गई।
Pradeep Datta is now joining us live to throw some more light on the story. So Pradeep, as usual, because of the unrest at the border, the students have to suffer. 300 schools have been shut. 40,000 students are suffering due to the unrest at the border, and the authorities feel that it's absolutely, they have no option but to close down the schools. Instead of heightening up the security, they find it more feasible to put these future of thousands of these students at stake.
See, for administration, there is no other option than closing school. Reason being that most of the schools are along the international border, and these schools are to be closed because Pakistan for the last 8-9 days has been pounding shells, and they are targeting civilian areas instead of targeting border outposts, because of which 10 people have lost their lives and more than 50 have been injured. In such a situation, schools have been closed in Hiranagar, Samba, Ramgarh, Arnia and Araspura sector. You rightly said 300 schools closed and about 40,000 students have been affected. It is not only loss of life, but also the education of the youngsters become the second casualty during border skirmishes. And every time these youngsters continue to suffer. Already we have seen that few months back, for about more than 1.5 months, the schools were closed along the line of control in Nowshera sector. So in such a situation, one can very well understand that the future of these youngsters is at stake if they will not be able to go to school most of the time during a year because of border shelling. So how come they will be able to compete with the students in other parts of state, not to talk of the other parts of country? So that's what actually is the biggest concern for the family members. They had been demanding that at least there should be schools far away from the international border where the students' education is not affected, or there should be makeshift schools, what actually the family members had been demanding. But so far the government has not been able to make such arrangement. The only option they work at during these hours is that they close schools, just putting at stake the career of about hundreds of thousands of students here in the state of Jammu and Kashmir.